working too? Yes, happy Saturday. But yeah, we haven't been going to this other zone to work at all this week until today because pretty much it's been cold, it's been cloudy, and although forecast said that the chances of rain was minimal, we've definitely been dealing with that in our area. But how are you? But we're hoping, just as my video that I released this morning, what do you call that? If weather affects how much gig workers end up making, is it more? Is it the same? It's worse? Yeah, it's definitely is a hit and miss based on our experience, especially our more recent experience, on whether the apps will pay you, by having bonuses to work when the weather's crappy, when it's cold. But I guess if you're in an area that typically deals with, snow and ice, then I don't know how that works if the apps in your area. Thank you, and thank you for popping in. But I don't know if the gig apps in your area, if they pay any differently, if the weather in your area typically deals with snow and ice. But I know here in Texas, and like I said, it's still a hit and miss. Sometimes the apps will put out incentives. Sometimes they'll have a bonus to entice more drivers to get out there and work in the crappy weather. But if you're watching right now, can you guys hear the music? How come that says play, but we still hear the music? But no matter what, hope everyone's having a wonderful start to their weekend. Here in Texas, it's 1:19. We got maybe about 15 minutes or so before we get to the zone we're going to work in. So I just wanted to do a live stream on the way. Like I said, it's been raining off and on. And I know there are some people that actually like to, it's relaxing to watch when the rain is falling and you can hear it and everything. But don't be shy. If you're watching, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. From India.
Say nice weather.
Huh?
Say nice weather.
That's not the same person. raining. Well, it's more like sprinkling. Hey, Corey. I know when I left the house, I still had your stream on. So I don't know if you're still streaming or not. Are popping in, whether you're new to my channel or not, don't forget to smash that like button, please. I just ended, but probably be back live in a bit. Just need a break and some food. Yeah. Dang it, I am so bad with names. But she had popped in. Oh, Kaylee, yes. I was also in her live stream while you were streaming at the same time. I was going back and forth. Between y'all's live streams. But yeah, I think Kaylee, the first time I saw her channel was in one of Maverick's live streams. And I thought I had already subscribed to her, but I am now. But at least in my description box, the video that I just released, in most of the videos I've tried to put a shout out in the description box of a lot of the channels, some of them that are the newer ones that I just started following and whatnot. But I have you in there, I have Kaylee, I have Heather, but I try to do that. And even though I tell myself I try to actually give a live shout out during my when I'm making my regular long form content. Good morning, Richard. Thank you for popping in. Well, if it's morning for you, where are you watching from? Because here in Texas it's 1:24 in the afternoon. As I was saying, in my mind, I'm like, I need to give actual shout outs during when I'm creating my long form video, but then I always forget. You're watching from California? I haven't been able to check out the newer videos lately, but I'll try and check them out. So many new subs and videos to catch up on. Tell me about it. It is. It is very hard every time you sub to someone new, and you try to keep up, but especially when you're doing gig work or even your W-2, after a long day, it's hard to go through everybody that you've subbed to and you see that there's something new on their page, whether it be a post or a video, or even when they go live. Hey, Nieces. I'm inside waiting for pickup, so I can't hear. Oh. I watched your new video. It was fire. You did a lot of DoorDash shopping. I did. That was the interesting thing is it's like I said, it goes back and forth between DoorDash and Uber Eats on who wants to be nice to me when I'm not running Walmart Spark. But I guess because of the new point system on DoorDash that they started recently, I'm in the gold level. So, and I'm like 10 points shy, 10 or 11 points shy of hitting platinum. But the only way I know I'm going to get that for sure is if I increase my AR. And they get lost in the shuffle as well. Wait, what did I miss on that, Corey? Oh, keeping up. Yes. Keeping up with the people you subscribe to. Yeah. Like I said, I try. That's why for the most part, I try to give them shout outs in the description box. For other people to go and check out their channels. But I do have to ask. How many people actually pay attention to the description box? If you have a YouTube channel, or if you're watching a lot of YouTube, do you actually go and check out the description box? I guess, I mean, for me, I do. I'd probably say 7 out of 10 times I take a peek at the description box. So I guess I really do need to, either say it or have a pop-up message to make sure to check out description box. Because I never really thought about that. If you come across, especially if you're new to their channel, and they just happen to come across your feed on YouTube, and do you ever check the description box? There's an Instacart order for one item for $60, but it's 106-kilometer drive one way. Oh my gosh. I mean, $60 one item, that's really nice. But do you think no, we're on our way to work. Do you think that's the true mileage? Oh, but that's on Instacart. I think I've only heard about those unicorn offers where they have these crazy miles. Sometimes it's like you're taking it out of state, but it's because the app plugged it in there wrong. And then come to find out, instead of it being 80, 100 miles away, it's actually, less than 10 miles away. But you still get that pay. One case of Corona. But then I have to drive back.
And they couldn't buy that case of Corona anywhere. That's weird.
And and that's the ridiculous thing. Is there not any store a lot closer than that to them?
No. Just like people that order from the Sprouts or freaking Whole Foods. Oh, saving the planet. Yeah, except you're making me drive 50 fucking miles for 5 items. Stupid asses. That didn't make any sense. You don't think people are just driving one way?
I know.
It irritates me.
How long? How long for something like that? It's going to a ski resort? They better pay more than $60. How long do you think it would take you to drive that far? 106 kilometers? I don't even know what that is, miles. And even if that was only half, that's 50 miles, maybe.
Too far for $60.
Yeah. And one item, $60 is great, but the time? Oh, of course.
Yeah, because the speed limit's 60. I'm doing 65, but as you were. Corey just said the tip is $6.75. And it's orders like that that I
Just chips are
I
high.
want to accept just so I can send them a text.
You're tipping just for the shopping itself, but what about for the drive? What about for the time it's going to take to get it to you? Yeah, I don't know how many times Instacart throws us those orders that are 10 items or less, but the miles are like 30 to 50 miles from the store to the customer. But yet, the customer is still tipping as if we're local.
So I give them a golf clap as we pull up to the stoplight. All that, here you are. Same light. Same
No,
light.
stop.
Yeah. Good job,
Stop,
buddy.
stop.
Good job. Fucking driving like a fucking asshole.
Did he see you clapping?
Oh, he saw me. Could have looked right over at me when I was doing it. Should have given him a bird too. Both of them.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, $6.75 for the tip. Man, if they're at a resort, they can cough up more money than that. What's the base paying? What was Instacart paying to drive that distance?
$6 tip.
Oh yeah, that's true. Then Instacart was paying over $50 for that. I mean, so Instacart stepped up. You know, that if they're paying, Instacart's base pay was more than $50, the customer needed to have done the same thing. $53 for the badge pay. Crazy. Yeah, I actually do take a lot of the screenshots of the Instacart orders that are just like that, where it's low items, but extremely high on the miles. Because I do plan on making a rant video asking why. Why?
I mean, you know,
But and
you don't want to fucking drive all the way down there to pick up your beer and then drive all the way back. What makes you think we want to drive all the way out there and drive all the way back to where we picked it up from? Because guess what? That's the zone we're working in, moron. I'm in a bad mood. Don't listen to me. That's why we're working down here, not in Georgetown, because
try to make that money.
people out there will make me give them a 5-finger death punch the way they drive.
Are we there yet? Oh, we're gonna get gas first. We gotta fuel up.
Maybe not.
It's busy over there.
Yeah, that's why maybe not. What's the damn price out here?
Okay.
See, it's still freaking 30 cents less than it is in our place, in our area.
Oh, too busy.
Bullshit. Yeah, it's as low as they get. Watch out, bird. Don't make me run you over.
Don't run you over. See, there's one of our phone holders, and then this one, as you can see, it's the one that hooks up to the back part of the visor.
I'm just looking at the fact that it's glowing in Georgetown.
Are you serious?
Of course it is.
They do that to tease you. The hubby was just noticing that he was changing the zone to where we're at right now, and you know, right before he changed it, it was like, of course it's glowing. So I put the screenshot of that order on my community page. Okay, so 28 case of Corona from Costco is worth $64.69. Oof. Hey Eric, thanks for popping in. Gotta work these watch hours. Make sure my phone is still charged. Okay. That's crazy. So it's a pack of 28, is it bottles or cans? Well, we just pulled up. We're in the Walmart parking lot right now. We literally just pulled up a couple of minutes ago. We were going to get gas, but it's really busy over there. It looked like all the pumps had cars waiting. So we'll wait. We'll wait after we do maybe our first order or something like that. But this is the first time, this week driving to this area because, it, like I said, with the weather-wise, we didn't feel like driving, but so we've been working in our home zone, but the money just hasn't been good. It's been decent, but it just hasn't been good enough. So that's why we're back here at our favorite zone, hoping to make that money. Oh, did you? That's awesome, Cassandra. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wonder if it's just if alcohol in general is expensive in your area, Corey. But yay, Cassandra. So, but unlike Spark, is there a waiting list, Cassandra? Hey, Sunny. How's it going? You want to know something crazy, Sunny? I don't know what it is, but my dreams get, influenced by what I watch on TV, conversations that I have, the YouTube videos that I watch, and what do you call that? Sometimes it could be something that was recent, and then sometimes it's something that could have happened last week, a few weeks ago, or whatever. But anyways, and then maybe something that right before going to bed triggered that memory subconsciously, and then it ends up working its way into my dream. But you were in my dream last night, Sunny. Yes, there is. I was on it for 3 years. Oh my gosh. Wow, Cassandra. But yay, congratulations. But you know what was interesting though, Sunny? It was like, I don't know, there was other people in the back seat, but I don't know who they were. All I know is that there was, conversations going on, and it was like, it was a get together, and you had just picked me up, and you were driving, and I don't know where we were going. The only thing that I distinctly remember about that part of my dream last night was there was a sense if it was like an SUV type vehicle, or more like a station wagon type feel to the type of vehicle. But the only thing I remember specifically what was being said was, you were driving and you had said something, and then my response had to do with how's how's Mary doing? Something like that. So, or it was, are we gonna go get Mary or something to that effect? So it was like, you picked me up and then we were heading to go get Mary next. Like I said, there was a couple of other people in the back seat, but I had no idea because I didn't see their faces. I could only hear voices of conversation going on. So it was very interesting. Alcohol is extremely expensive in Canada compared to the States, I've noticed. Oh, because that makes sense, because that is crazy for a 28 pack of Corona being over $60. Wow. Right, so it's like I said, it was just very interesting, and I guess it was one of the last things I was dreaming about because um like I said, my dreams do get influenced by what I was watching, because it was that scene and then it was like, okay, next scene. And the next scene just had to do with something um from the TV show we were watching on Apple TV. It's called Silo, and we just finished watching the 2 seasons that was available. But yeah, it was based off of that. Hey, Kevin. Sounds interesting. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. I just thought that was the fact that you had also popped into the live stream, and I was like, oh yeah, I had a dream about you. Maybe that's foretelling that you and Mary are coming to the Texas meetup in April. But Cassandra, if I've been approved, do you have to wait until you get your card to start doing Instacart? If you're still there, Cassandra. Oh, okay. But like I said, it was just pretty interesting. So the fact that you had just picked me up, and then I think the conversation had to do with, if we're on our way to see Mary. Did it still look like I was busy over there? The gas station? Any orders come in when you were in there?
Yeah, for curbside. For like $12.
Oh. Because I know with Instacart, you can actually do, pay digitally. Because I know that's what happened when I first joined on Instacart. Same thing for the hubby. You can actually start working, but you're limited to the stores that do electronic payments. But I think, because I don't even know. I don't even know if the card itself you can do tap, if it has the tap option. But I know a lot of stores, Costco being one of them also, you can do tap on that one. But I don't know if the card itself, once you get it, if you have that option, because I've always had to swipe, and almost always whenever I shop at Costco for Instacart, almost always, if not all of them, it requires a PIN number. Hey, Mike, or should I say Mikey? Thanks for popping in. How you doing today? But in case you can't see, we're waiting at Walmart right now. Wait, right there. We, as in, yes, hubby's with me. And I'm doing okay. My live stream gave out from earlier. I was tuning up my bike. When you say gave up, was it cutting out like the live stream from before the other day. And I don't know if it's maybe because of all the movement on the bike or something like that. Okay, Sonny, thanks for popping in. Thank you. Go make that money. Stay safe out there. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. You got something? How many items?
4.
Cool. Flowers? Is that a baby item? How much?
Oh, I guess, no, that's pre-workout.
Oh, pre-workout. Okay.
15 bucks.
Okay, not bad. All right, yay.
See,
Express. Okay, so this is something interesting. For those of you guys that do Walmart Spark, this is something that's been popping up on the screen now when we accept it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hey, thank you for popping in. But now whenever we get these orders, it automatically pops up that message. Express orders are ready for pickup right away. So that's interesting. I mean, it's not a pickup, but that message will pop up. So it's weird. So he got his first order of the day. It's only a couple of miles, 4 items, and is paying 15 bucks. So at least the customer's tipping. You're awesome, Mike. Okay, thank you, Corey. All right, Italian bushcraft cooking. Thank you for popping in. How's it going? It's hey Nieces. Whose channel was it? Yours? I believe it was your channel I was watching yesterday. Italian. You had it streaming, and you were building a fire, and I think you were even doing a little bit of cooking outside. Yes, okay. I just want see, and that's the other thing. Corey and I were briefly talking about that. Whenever you're following a lot of people on YouTube, and you want to do your best on trying to keep up with everybody, and to support when and where you can on watching videos or joining their live streams and whatnot. But I tell you, then it's then I tend to forget. I was like, whose live stream was I watching again, or whose video? Like, whose live stream was I in? Whose video did I just watch? That kind of gets all jumbled up, and I'm like, yeah, I forgot. But okay. Of course, we got to support how we can. Yeah. You did, what do you call that? The pretty good fire. And that was a nice area to be doing that in, too. And then I see you had someone pop in really quick. But that was a pretty good fire you had going. Gotta roll down the window down a little bit. Uh-oh. You're welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and also update, because I do try to give shout outs in the description box. In the description box to newer channels that I just started following, or other small channels just like myself trying to get monetized. Yes, I was saying with Instacart, most of them don't do the tap, so I'm just going to wait it out and then wait for my welcome kit. And then I should be good to go. Okay. That's a good one. That's not too bad. 11 miles. How many items, Cassandra? Yeah, but that's what I ended up doing too, because even though I would be turning on the apps to see, it was very limited on I mean, it's kind of limited now, at least on what appears on the Instacart map on how many stores. But the crazy thing is that I'll get offers from other stores that's not even showing up in the map. So, but when I first started doing Instacart a couple of years ago, it was even less when it came to the stores that were available, that had the capability of tap. What's your day going so far? How's money wise? And I was live yesterday for like 7 minutes. Came on real quick and then I stopped. I jumped off. So yeah, I had something to do. I went back and watched your video. It was actually part of your live stream that I went back and I watched it when you jumped onto someone's live saying that you had just gone. So I went and watched it. You were a workout video. But our day really just started like 15 minutes ago for the most part, because that's how long ago I believe it's been since we got to Walmart. You know, we're waiting in the Walmart parking lot, but the hubby's inside right now. He got his first order of the day. Of course, I can't. I'm actually using my phone to do the live stream from, because even though we do have another phone that I could be doing this and just hooking it up to my hotspot, I've done it 3 times now, I think, using that phone. But after the 3rd time, I ended up getting a notification saying, even though I have unlimited data, it said something about that I can continue, doing what I need to do, but it doesn't reset until, the 1st of March, and that things could potentially be running slower. Because like I said, even though it's unlimited data, once you hit a certain level, it has a tendency to slow things down. And I was like, running these apps, especially Walmart Spark, I was like, yeah, I don't want that issue. So I'm using my phone to do the stream and not utilize my hotspot, and then when I'm at home, I turn on my Wi-Fi, so I'm connected to my house internet, and so anything that I have to do on my phone, I'm not pulling data. So, but that's the sucky part, you know. So I do have a 3rd phone that I could be streaming from, but I have to limit myself to how often I do it that way, because yeah, even though you have unlimited, it only gets you so far, and then I don't know what it's called exactly, but I guess the strength is not as where it could be until the new month starts. So yeah. Okay. That's what you've done so far, Cassandra? Is 80? But like I said, the hubby's inside. He's shopping, and it's $15 we're about to have on the board to start our day. It's only a couple of miles to the delivery, and it's only 4 items, so he should be back. He should be back any moment. I think 2 of the items was flowers. So I guess it just depends, because I do have to say, some of the Walmarts, the flower availability is not always that good. But yeah, as you guys can see the weather, it's cloudy. That's how it was yesterday. The only difference between yesterday and today is that the weather, temperature-wise, is a little better. Because yesterday I think the highest it got was like into the mid-30s. 80 items total with 3 cases of water. Oh, with your Spark order. And you said this was... so this is a curbside? items, 3 cases of water. What's your limit? Do you have a limit when it comes to how many cases of water you'd personally want, to deliver? Because 2, maybe 3. Yes, and I'm so happy for you too, Mary. Congratulations. Woohoo. I don't know if Sunny mentioned it to you or not, but what do you call that? Last night, Sunny appeared in my dreams. It was very brief, but it was basically, she was driving. She had just picked me up. There was a couple of people in the back that were talking because there was conversations going on. I don't know who they were, but I think one of the things that was said, it was like, we were on our way to see you, because I know I said your name, either about, are we going to go get Mary or something along those lines. But I just thought that, I was like, yeah, you were in my dreams last night. But that's also pretty cool too, that you're showing how your monetization journey is going so far, when you're doing the posts showing what you've made. So is it the same for your live streams, since you go live a lot? Does your live streams make the same amount of money that regular long form videos do? No worries, just glad that you're here doing so. Up to 40 cents? Okay. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, I still get excited. I'm not fully monetized, but I still get excited because of the memberships and anybody who does the super chats. I'm like, look how much money I've made. I don't know. I don't do long form videos. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You mainly do live streams and you get your short videos in. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if there is a difference in reference to pay for long form and live streams. I guess I could always ask D, because since he does both. And he is, I see you only have, so you're able to get both bouquets? All right. Yes. But that is so awesome. All right, so hubby is back. He's done with his shopping, and we're about to get started with the delivery. I have very bad Wi-Fi at home, and I try to edit a video. To try and edit a video would be insane. Aw. You want it here or down here? All right, let's see where we're going.
Watercrest Road apartment, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, those apartments. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, let's see how much of the road you guys can actually see. fiber optics of our AT&T Wi-Fi at home leaves a lot to be desired too. We recently switched from Spectrum because they were worse. Really? Spectrum was worse than AT&T? I am unloaded and I'm on my way too. I'll go take a screenshot and put it up. Okay. All right. I thought Spectrum. Ooh, the Girl Scouts are still selling cookies. I thought Spectrum was pretty good though, especially over AT&T.
Yeah, we wouldn't know because we get stuck with one crappy option and that's
Yeah. In our area, and I don't know why, and I can't stand that fact, but in where we live, we only have one option for internet, and we only have one option for electric. Now, electric, I won't complain. It's a co-op. And every time we're down here and you get those people in Walmart trying to, get you to switch over to their company, as soon as we mention who we are, it's like, oh, it's a co-op. Okay, you're good.
They're like, oh, well.
We can't beat their rates.
That, so never mind.
We can't beat their rates. So, and then of course when they try to get us if it's for internet or anything like that, we're like, yeah, we don't live here. But anyways, I really thought Spectrum was better because we thought if Spectrum was ever available in our area, we'd take it. And the crazy thing is that they have done the laying of all those fiber optics in the neighborhood everywhere in our town. They're things, signs were popping up about laying the cable for the fiber optics, but yet we haven't seen anything different in reference to services. I know. That was probably why my stream gave out earlier. I've actually had less problems streaming on the road lately. Okay. Some buffering aside. Yeah. So, what were you using? Were you just using the hotspot off of your phone to stream off of your GoPro? Selection in the store. Yeah.
Find out what you're looking for. Have fucking prices on them. That's the only way I know how to look for them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and try to figure out what blah blah okay blah blah. This is,
I know.
what's the price? Okay. I was lucky to find out when I was looking for the higher price one for 5 minutes. So the majority of the time I was in there, that's what the fuck I was looking for. Stupid flower bouquet.
Yeah, I figured it was the flowers. But how is it, what do you connect when you're actually on the road, Mike? Do you just connect to your hotspot off your phone?
Oh, damn, man. Still doing some pushing on my fucking forehead.
That's the one that's doing it? That's why you're hearing that noise as I roll down the window. It's getting a little stuffy in here.
It's really cold.
No, it's blowing right in my face. The vent. You're hot?
Yes.
On the road, I have to use the hotspot on my phone because the GoPro app is fairly limited. When I reach 1K subs, I can connect the GoPro to... Oh, that is cool, Mike. When you get to 1K subs, that's pretty cool. Hey, I put up a little post videos so you can see how it breaks down for videos. It doesn't seem to separate from lives to videos. Oh, okay. Thanks for the info, Mary. So, I mean, but that's pretty cool, Mike, that you can connect to YouTube Studio. And you can stream that way without having to connect to your hotspot. Because what I have is, it's a GoPro, but it's not the GoPro brand. And I don't think it has that. Does it have the? I don't think it's strong enough. Ooh.
Yes, it can. If you
Tighten it.
maybe.
I'll get a Wi-Fi hotspot adapter down the line too. That's the other thing I was thinking of doing, because I know AT&T, even T-Mobile, because T-Mobile's who our cell phone provider is, on getting a Wi-Fi adapter, so that way you don't have to connect to a hotspot or anything like that. It's cheaper just to get another phone. Yeah. Or to connect this line. Well, that's true, to connect the phone to a line. Because I do have I found an old phone, Mary. It was Jesse's old phone that I could stream from, and I would just connect to my hotspot. But after doing it several times, I ended up getting a notification about my data. Like I said, we have T-Mobile. It's unlimited, but they said once I hit a certain point, it's just going to slow down my data. So I was like, well,
Which means bullshit. It's not unlimited.
yeah, it's.
Lying motherfuckers.
I know. It just things might run slower. So I was like, well,
Well, that's not unlimited data, then, is it? If you're slowing me down. Stupid.
yeah, that's it. And I hate it when they set it up that way. Yeah, you're unlimited, but you only are limited up to this amount, and then it slows down after that fact. What brand do you have? Most action cameras come with their own app for streaming. I have to look at it. I have to look at it again and see. But that's what I was calling it, because even though it's like a GoPro, it's not the GoPro brand. I was just saying my action camera. And then I just stopped using that because it would take up so much memory whenever I'm trying to transfer videos that I took, that I would capture with my action camera to my laptop so I can edit videos. So that's why I would love to try and find the dash cam that you can access digitally. Yeah, I need to find whether it be a GoPro or even a dash cam, really.
Yeah.
I need to find a dash cam, because I can do the same thing and just still record content from the car and then access that digitally. Nope. I think it's probably going to be in the back somewhere.
There somewhere. Well, that's 13. So
Yeah.
Fuck up there. Should have turned down another street. But of course, stupid GPS can't take you in the right area.
Well, it also doesn't help that a lot of customers, like this customer, didn't provide a gate code. So we went in the first gate that was open. Can't see what that building number is.
9.
So that should be it then.
No, it's right there.
Oh. And at least you're on the first floor. So it should be this entrance right here. Oh, the customer had messaged you.
Uh-oh. I never saw it. I don't pay attention to messages, so sorry.
Oh, it was just directions.
I don't need that.
But yeah,
That's a lot of directions.
just confirming that also that they're on the first floor. But yeah, I guess it would make sense. I mean, especially with our plan. What? You can't open
It's
it?
gonna be on the other side.
Oh. That it could potentially just be cheaper just to turn on the line to that phone.
At least I thought it was on the other side, but maybe I'm fucking.
No, yeah, there it is. Guess we can just park right in there.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody will love that when they pull up.
Yeah.
Shut up, you stupid ass. Baby. It's in park. Shut the fuck up.
But I don't remember the for my action camera. I'll have to take a look at that when I get home. But it might, probably cost like $15 to add another line, but we'll see. And then that way I can go live anytime without occupying my phone or the hubby's phone. Well, Jesse is just now completing his first delivery of the day. So, of course, until I'm done live streaming, I won't be able to turn on my app. But it was just 4 items, and it's what I thought was going to happen because the flower selection at Walmart usually isn't the greatest. But I think the biggest problem that he faced was not a lot of them were tagged with prices. And that's the easiest way to find, if you're going to be grabbing, other than just the way it looks, is to, pay attention to the pricing to be able to pick it out a lot quicker. So even though it was only 4 items, I figured that that's what was going to slow him down, was trying to find the right flowers. Hey, Olivia. Thanks for joining. How are you? Half a day. Yeah, I ended up doing that joint live stream with my son because he's back home now. He's not in Guam anymore. His job is done. So they are back. He's back now. Yeah. I had hoped that, I thought he had at least another week there in Guam, but he was like, no, we're actually leaving this weekend. That was a big issue. It kept saying 15 roses, but there was no option for 15. Right?
Yeah, yeah. No, that one said like 13, and I'm like, okay, because I'm looking, trying to find the price, but half of them don't have freaking price tags on them. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. And it's like roses, click, roses, click, roses, click. Like, nope. I'm like, come on, man. And then finally I saw one buried that had the price tag on it. It was the right price.
Yeah, big old pain in the butts. But yeah, it was.
Drive down to the road. Like I think one person on
the crazy thing is too, when we were live streaming when he was at the beach, was because of his phone. He just got it last year, but supposedly it's waterproof. But we know how these waterproof things go. When he first talked about, you guys want to see what it looks like underwater? My phone's on waterproof, and I was telling him, no, don't do that. It's one thing about water, but you're talking about ocean water. But he ended up doing that briefly. He dunked his phone at least twice for a few seconds at a time. I think the second time that we caught it, he was pointing the phone towards his foot. So I was like, yeah, I could see your foot a lot clearer. That was about it. It messed with the audio, but he says his phone is still fine. So I said, it probably would have been cool if you brought like a Ziploc bag, stuck your phone inside of it, and then put it in the water to see. Because while he was walking around, and the deepest that he got was just above his knees, and he's 6'1". So if I was standing next to him, that would be closer to my waist by that point. But he kept talking about how he was seeing, you know, big fish. He was like, did you see that? He was also seeing fish that was just skipping along the top of the water. And hey Heather, thanks for popping in. Wait, that was so beautiful. Glad you got to share that with, wait, what? I don't know if you're doing voice to text, Nieces, with him, Kim, and with us. But you know, he kept talking about that would make him a little bit uneasy, because he's like, why are all these fish, you know, behaving that way? He's like, okay, I'm out. And he would just walk closer to the shore. And Jesse was talking about, oh, there's shark in the water. But because of the reef surrounding the island, we don't get the big sharks closer to the shore. Yes, we get the black tip ones, but they're not the big ones that you would see in the ocean, like you would see at Myrtle Beach, or even on the West Coast, I guess, where the sharks can actually come right up to the shore. Of videos that I've seen, no, that doesn't happen in Guam because of the reef. So, but after we had ended the live stream, because he had mentioned there was a fisherman over there that was using net. He wasn't using a fishing pole, but anyways, I don't know what kind of predator was in the water, but he was saying that that's the reason why Robbie was seeing all those other fishes just, you know, swimming away or whatever when he was in the water. So apparently there was something big enough to chase the fish away. Because at first we were like, yeah, all those fishes are just trying to run away from the fisherman. But he wasn't in the water at that time. So I just thought that was funny. Did it say something weird again? Yeah, towards the end of your sentence, when you said, glad you got to share that with him, period, Kim, period, and. They're all attached. Him, him, period, Kim, period, him. And that's a shopping. Almost 20 miles for less than $18.
Pick that shit up yourself.
Okay, it's 5 items. The shopping is fine. It's the miles.
They're not going to be sending me back and forth 20 miles all day. That's what'll happen if I take one like that.
Yeah.
That's how that all
And then
works
there's
out.
4 gallons of water.
Yeah, no, they can pick that shit up themselves. I ain't doing
Yeah.
it. Either that or one of the newbies can get it.
Yeah, as crazy as some of these offers that come in with the high miles and the low pay, somebody still does it because you know, the orders get filled somehow. Or what the apps end up doing for those crazy offers is that they get paired with another customer who's tipping good, and that's where the apps, now that's doing dirty stack. They be the one doing the dirty stacking. We drivers, we do the money stack. Yeah, it's kind of creepy thinking the island is right by the deepest part of the ocean. Right? And for me growing up, because the 3 younger kids, including myself, we weren't taught how to swim. So whenever we went to the beach, we were always there by the shore. And 2.3 miles, there's no, 14 items. No tip. What was I saying? Oh, but when it's low tide, you're talking about extreme low tide, you can actually walk out to the reef and it barely even, come up to your knees. I never did that. I never did that because that would just, because knowing once you get to the reef, you can, you go into the beyond the moment you step off that reef. You go into the beyond. And I was just like, no, thank you. Even if I was a swimmer, I'm like, no, thank you. I don't like the idea that, you walk out to the reef, you're walking out to the reef, and then there's the deep blue ocean, and you step off, and you're like, yeah. That's when the big baddies can come get you. The bigger sharks and everything else that loves to be swimming around just beyond the reef. So, no thank you. It's bad enough, when we are walking 5.3 miles. It's a 2-customer shop. 9 items for 2 customers. Let's see. One is 8 items. Not bad. No cases of water. The other customer is just 1 item. Oh yeah, so this is, and it's 5.3 miles. Looks like one is going to the off-post housing because it's over there. Yeah, off-post housing. And then the one is close by, just behind us. Yeah. Yeah, we got to be taking these screenshots. For one, we need to make sure that way if the app glitches or for whatever reason, we still know where we're going to head to for the delivery. And then 2 is if they decide to be little stinkers and tip bait us, then their name goes on our list. I learned great respect for water when tubing down a river that wasn't deep, but current was crazy. See, and that's the other thing that scares me, because they even say when people are talking about the current, or what is it called? The riptide? Mm-hmm. And the riptide, because, I actually lost one of my nephews from my cousin's side. She had lost her son because he was out in the water, and I believe he was surfing, and he got caught in a riptide. And they say even on a riptide can even get the best of swimmers. So that's...
People panic and try to swim straight back to the shore, and you gotta swim sideways away from... So it's contradicting.
Yeah. And it's crazy. That's the other thing that gets in my head. Getting caught in that riptide or the current, because then it just drags you. And so it's but what happened? Was it just a crazy bumpy ride? Now tubing, the closest I got to tubing was, at one of the amusement parks but it's where you can have so many people inside of it. And I say it's the closest because you're still sitting in a tube, but it's designed to hold, more than 5 people, and it's got the railing on the outside, and then it's got an inner circle for the railing for everybody that's in the tube to hold on to as you're going down the river. And that's the closest. And that was scary, and it was amazing, but I didn't do it again. I've never done it again since then. Because, yeah, But even though I guess in a way it was controlled for how rough the river would be, to help, to make sure it's directing people that are in riding on the tube. Mine was bumpy and I had a child. Oh my gosh. I would have been like, not just my arms, but I would wrap my legs around floaties and hit a rock, and then the tube. Oh my gosh. See? That's what would be playing in my head. That's what I would be afraid of on stuff like that. I've been flipped too, once with my mom when I was 5, and then a couple years ago. I have seen a fun looking river near Austin that's popular. No, I haven't been to anything. Well, at least that would involve doing tubing. Because and that's the other thing I hope to do. Whether I actually follow through with it, I don't know. But my plan is, whenever the hubby and I do get to make it out to Guam, especially before our son PCS is out of Okinawa, because we would like to visit, all of us, with our son, to go back to Guam. But my plan is, because I still don't know how to swim, so it would be to take adult swimming classes, even if it's just a couple of classes, to get even more basic stuff down on, like, okay, because my issue is I float when I'm trying to get under the water, but I sink when I'm trying to stay afloat. I know that if I can flip onto my back, I can float that way, but when you're just supposed to be waiting, kicking your feet or whatever, just to where you're keeping your shoulder and your head above water, I still start to sink when I'm trying to stay afloat. So yeah, I know I need to take swimming lessons, because I don't want to get into, I want to be able to go to the beach, even though it's still going to, it'll be a mind trip for myself, because all these things are going to still go through my head about what's in the water with me type thing. And then the fact, knowing that I don't know how to swim. So, but do you know what it's called, Olivia? I might have probably seen it when looking for stuff to do in Austin. So I don't know. But yeah, so that was the closest to doing the tubing, was where you can do it as a group. And so it was, and they have different points along the path where they can be taking photos, because you're going to get wet. There's no doubt about it. So, and we do have a photo, but it was one of those things where I made sure, because our kids at that time they were still in elementary, so they were still fairly young, but I don't know if they were between 8 and 10 when they got to ride that. So, but all my kids know how to swim. I made sure. I was like, you guys need to know how to swim, because your dad can swim, but I can't. But if it's just me and the kids, I don't want to have to worry about, until I had them take swimming lessons, I did to them what my mom did to us for the non-swimmers. Stay where I can see you. Don't go too far. Okay. So yeah, I didn't want to have to keep doing that to my kids, because especially when we go to the pool and they see other kids jumping off the diving board. But one of the things you have to show the lifeguard is that you can swim. So that's what I was like, okay. So yeah, you guys need to learn how to swim. And then they started having, because then they would have fun when we go to the pool, and they can actually participate on, utilizing the diving board. So because at least a couple of pools that we went to, where they did use the diving board, that's, they did have to show the lifeguard on duty that they could swim. And it was always so cute when you see these younger kids. I mean, you're talking about even younger than my kids at the time, when they're like 4 or 5 years old. They're just running on the diving board and jumping in, swimming to the edge of the pool, and then running back and just basically repeating it over and over again. Say, yeah, and here we are. And I think we made that comment one time when I was there at the, one of my sisters was with me when we took the kids to the pool, and even a few of our other nieces and nephews. Our excuse, because she and I both don't know how to swim. We're both in the shallow end of the pool. And here we are, we see my kids and one of my other nieces running over there to the diving board and jumping off and just swimming in the deep end. And she and I would just look at each other, and we're looking at them. We're like, yeah, there's something wrong with this picture here. How all the kids, and we use the excuse that, for the ones that didn't know how to swim, for the kids, we're like, yeah, we got to stay here with the ones who don't know how to swim. So oh my goodness. Whew. Olivia, I don't know if you're still here, but are you here in Texas or close by? Oh, okay. I like the lazy rivers. Now those are nice and relaxing. But I believe there is an actual. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But I believe there is an actual river, unless I'm thinking of somewhere else. But I believe there may be an actual river that I've seen, and I don't know if it's here in Texas or not. But I've seen to where it's very popular, and you can do it as a group and all of that, and they're using the inner tubes just to, people are drinking, like I said, as they're just floating along an actual river and not a lazy river. But yeah, so as fun as those things look, and I've done it only at the pools. For the water parks that is more pool based and has a lazy river, I've done those, because even if you fall off the tube, you're only, it's most of the time it's like waist high. So I'm like, fine, I can do that if I fall out. If I fall off the inner tube, it's only waist high. So those I can do. That was quick, Nieces. But yeah. Oh my God. I think what might end up doing is, after we do the delivery of this one, yes, it was ready, but unfortunately this traffic is backed up. Yeah, see, it's always got to be something. It's always got to be something when it comes to, you can get the shopping or the curbside done very quick, and then you're dealing with traffic. Or it's the other way around. You're running across issues with unable to find items, or you have to wait for those items that are locked up, or there's an issue at curbside, but the delivery portion itself goes fine. So it's got to be something. Uh-oh. More sirens going on. But I think it's been that way all day with traffic, or the examples that I was giving. Just like with the first shopping order that Jesse did, what slowed him down was, I mean, even though, like I said, the customer was only a couple of miles away from the store, but what was slowing him down was the flowers. Because there was no real organization going on, and a lot of them didn't have the price tags. But just watching more people walking around the store. I know you're still doing the talk to text. Oh, so my son-in-law is back from his deployment, and I'm so glad. I am so glad we were there at Lexi's house when it happened, because even though she already knew that he was on his way home, she just didn't know exactly when he was actually gonna be there, and she was actually also expecting to be the one to pick him up at the airport. But and I'm just waiting to get the okay from her so I can upload it as a short to my channel, because it was so cute. You know, it was funny, it was cute because of the way she freaked out. But you know, we had picked up the kids from school because she was working, and we hung out even after for a little bit after she got home. And hey, birds picking up food, and they're now walking across the top of the car. But you know, so we hung out with her and the kids for a little while, and with the intention of heading back out to go to work. But anyways, like I said, I'm waiting for her to give me the okay, because I wanna upload it for everybody to see. But anyways, we were getting ready to leave, you know, with the intention to go work. And Jesse had already walked out the door, and I was still putting on my jacket. And next thing you know, he hurriedly comes back in saying, okay, I gotta pee. Everybody back in the house. Even though he was the only one that was outside at the moment. And he was like, I gotta pee real bad. Everybody back in. So hold on. And he, you know, I looked at him, and he's looking at me, and he's just like giving me these eyes like, but I already knew with the expression on his face what he was trying to motion at, because he, you know, pushed me back in so he can close, so he could close the door. And I understood from the motioning that he was doing with his eyes, so he can hurry up and close the door. But my daughter and I were just standing there at the door when Jesse went to go use the bathroom. And they have a total of 4. But next you know, she was standing closer to the door than I was. And all of a sudden the door just starts to open, and she's like, whoa, who's at the door? You know, because like, who would be opening the door right at that moment? And as soon as she sees him, she screams. And I caught that all on video, and so did he. So I edited it, I combined it. Yeah, somebody had tossed out fries out there, because one of the birds flew up on top of the car, and it looked like he had had fries in his mouth. And you can hear his feet just going across the truck. But you can just hear, with all the commotion with her scream, and she runs into the living room. She's okay, so she runs into the living room and she turns around as please don't ring or bell or knock. I can see you when you get here. I think we've delivered to this place because that message. Oh, 4 minutes away. But she turns around as he walked further into the living room, and she jumps into his arms, because that was one thing why she was adamant about wanting to know when exactly he's going to be back, because she's the one that picks him up from the airport, and every time he comes back, that's been their thing, and that she jumps into his arms. So, but it was really cute. It was funny. And I'm just waiting for her to give me the green light so you guys can see it for yourself. And then the same thing with the kids, because they were upstairs with the exception of Grayson. He was downstairs. And he was just like, he was quiet. And he was just like, because mommy was screaming and everybody's laughing. And he's just watching all of the commotion. But when the girls were coming downstairs, and they were surprised too, I got their expressions and all of that, so it was really nice. It was really nice to actually be there to see a reaction like that, compared to what I've seen on when people share their videos of homecoming. Yeah, I think if I were to have ever done that to Jesse whenever coming back from a deployment, I'd be knocking him over if I were to try and jump in his arms. I think it was only one time that I got to pick you up from the airport from a deployment, right?
No.
When we were stationed there in Montana. No, twice. Because after when you got home from your very first deployment. So yeah, if she gives me the green light, be on the lookout for that short video. It might actually, I think it's less than 3 minutes. I believe it is. So if it is less than 3 minutes, you're gonna find it in my shorts video. So we'll see. Was it food that is there rotisserie in there? Oh.
Wishful thinking.
Huh?
It's wishful thinking.
I smell food.
There's chicken,
Oh, there is chicken?
but I didn't cook chicken.
Oh. I guess I'm just hungry. I was gonna turn the camera around, but we're almost to the delivery of the first customer, as this is a 2-customer drop-off.
Wonder how long it's gonna take the one customer to figure out that their little 5-door handle baby opener preventers isn't gonna work.
Is it for the knobs?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's 5 of them. They bought 5 of them. Like, good luck.
Yeah, I think I might have shared this story before, but when we were stationed in Kansas, Robbie at the time was a toddler, 1 year old, a month and a half. The second order, the customer was so nice. She came out, she had her little girl, she was so cute, and she helped me with the order. Aw, she's gonna adjust she said she will pay me more money because I'm so sweet. Aw, that's awesome, Cassandra. I love it when customers do that. when you end up interacting with them and they see how hardworking you are and deserving of a really good tip. So that's, is this the one that had the 3 cases of water? But the reason why it's bringing up this story is because one of the items that Jesse just shopped for, it was the kid prevention stuff, you know, how to lock the cabinets and to put the stuff on your door handles so they can't get.
It's just the door handle thing. So they bought 5 of them. That was
But
it.
for specifically, this one was to put something on the door handle so they can't get into the room. But our master bedroom didn't have a lock, and so he would be constantly just going in our room. And you need help? But so we had bought, now this was back in the early 2000s, but we had bought one of those supposed, you know, put a thing on the doorknob and it prevents the kid from, you know, kids from opening up the door. And so she did or she didn't? Is that the reason why you're saying no?
5 cases of water.
Oh, sorry. My husband, Jesse's the one that understands it more when a comment comes in later. But okay, so it wasn't the customer with the 3 cases of water. Okay. All right. But so Robbie the entire time was watching us as we were installing it, you know, putting the device on the door handle. And he's just looking at us and he's just like, and of course, as soon as we stepped away from the door, we were like, try and get in our room now. So what does he do? He goes over to the door and he just starts jiggling it or whatever. Not even a minute. It wasn't even a minute from the time that we installed it. And not that it was anything, you know, tricky to install, really. It was just a device that goes over the doorknob, and when the kids are trying to, you know, turn it, it's one of those things that has no grip. But he went over there. It wasn't even a minute that he spent. Other than that white car, we're clear. But he didn't even spend a minute messing with the doorknob, and he got our bedroom door open. And you know his response? All he did was respond back to us with a because I had said, try and open our bedroom door now. And that's all he did. He was just happy at the fact that, so we ended up taking the thing back. We took it off the door handle, we put it back in the packaging, we went straight, we've gone back to the store and we're like, we want a refund. This says that it's to prevent you know, whatever, you know, the packaging had claims. I was like, our son opened up the door in less than a minute. So we got a refund for that thing. So I've been doing Instacart. When we come to this zone, I don't turn on my Instacart because the offers down here are usually very low. But I've been doing Instacart for about 2 years now. You asked, was she the one that's going to adjust the tip for the 3 cases of water? I'm on my way to the 3rd drop. They have, okay. So
Tricky question.
I know. That's why I'm like, I told them that you're helping me stay on track with that. Party, party, party. But we're just now we're 7 minutes away from the 2nd delivery. least as of right now, at least the rain didn't follow us down this way. Because when we were still in our hometown, it was sprinkling, raining down that area.
Maybe if it was a wild dog, it's not chain. It's not.
Is that a boxer? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Sorry for the silence there. It's always tricky when you're trying to join the trying to keep my big head out of the way so the hubby can see. Alright, so we're about 5 minutes from our oh, did they break? Oh, that's nice. It's got some construction going on over there, and there's a nursing home. Ah. But we're less than 5 minutes away from the second drop off, and so I can turn on my app. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us, joining me, keeping me company. But it's a good thing I'm not recording. I'm still messing up what I'm trying to say. But you guys stay safe out there, stay warm, keep making that money. I hope I can make some money once I turn my app on. But thanks again for watching. Stay safe out there. Adios for now. Bye, everybody. Bye, Cassandra. Bye, Olivia. Bye, Nieces. And anybody else that's still watching. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, the rest of your weekend.